Well, it's that time of year, finally a warm weekend, and now it's all about mulch. Everybody our fascination with mulch. And the thing about mulch, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. But the funniest thing, is not really funny, but I think some people, it's like becomes a conversation at a cocktail party, how much mulch you spread. And that's for the people getting bulk. Because the problem with bulk is you have to know how much to get, right? When you get too much, it's sitting in the driveway, and then you got to do something with it, so you start doing things you shouldn't do with mulch. So you want to figure out how much. So a yard of mulch is 27 cubic feet, I believe. And so that would be like 162 square feet at 2 inches. Somebody check the math, let me know if that's right. But so you want to make sure, because, and the problem is if you had too much last year, then you forget and you keep reordering the same amount. So I want to tell you just a little bit the different types of mulch and where mulch has gone. So this is just regular hardwood mulch, and that's basically what you see in the big piles in people's driveway. And that's fine, still probably the most popular in bulk. The triple ground, some people like this real finely ground, so it's the same thing, it's just been shredded an extra time. Now it's nice and smooth, and people don't get the sticks in there. The downside is it composts itself very quickly, so pretty much gone the next year, which again, some people will like. The 1980s, this was the #1 selling mulch in the 1980s. Sit still there. Cypress mulch, big hair and cypress mulch, that was the 80s. Now, we still sell some of it, but not so much. People don't like the color as much as they used to. The thing about cypress, it doesn't compost, so it'll lose its color, but it's still going to be there because it's great. It doesn't, so you end up having to pick it up. Some people still use barks. I know I've talked to some people, there's all sizes of bark nuggets, and some people use them for dog runs because they don't want their dogs feed in the mulch. But probably what's become more and more popular is dyed mulch, because the problem with mulch itself, so this is dyed mulch. Comes in black, comes in brown. Unfortunately, it comes in like blue and red as well. But the thing about dyed mulch is, or the thing about regular mulch, is that after about 6 weeks it starts to turn gray, and then it looks kind of, so this is from last year. So look at the color. This is a dyed mulch from last year, the color that thing still has. So I like a dyed mulch. So, and you can get it in all different, you know, like say shades, colors, but also you can get double ground and get a little thicker. So no matter what, when you put your mulch down, there's a right way to do it, and that is keeping it off the tree. So people, and even what we call professionals, they want to put mulch way up the tree, and that's bad for the tree. And if you look at my neighbor Ted right over here, that's neighbor Ted. That is years and years of abuse, and you can kind of see the roots up there and how they're starting to girdle around. So you don't want to do that. And yes, I know, because you see professionals doing it. So, and also everybody thinks that mulch is going to stop the weeds, and while it does help with weeds, there's weed seed that drops right in the mulch. So I would think about getting some preen. It's pretty easy to apply, and you do that right on top of the mulch, and that will prevent germination of weeds. And if you have an area, you can use landscape cloth that you put down and you pin down, but I wouldn't do that in an area where you're going to do a lot of planting, because it's kind of a pain. So the great mulch, it starts now. Start spreading.